Why are you looking guilty? You're
Yay!
looking guilty.
Welcome everybody into Writing Sprint Thursdays with Hank and Abby. Abby, thanks for joining me today.
Hey,
This is going to be a fun writing session for me. I am doing my fourth pass on
nice.
my short. Doggone it! On my short story, and nobody can see this, but I just smashed stuff right here at the bottom of my desk and hurt my knuckles. Um,
Oh,
but
poor
anyway, I'm doing
Hank.
my fourth pass on my short story and hoping to get it all buttoned up today. This is just
Nice.
kind of a read through editing pass. And are you working on anything today, Abby? Or are you just here for the?
Heck yeah. No, I am. Jeff and I have started a new story. He told me he was not qualified to write YA anything or
Oh,
rom-com. He took a whole live in-person class and was like, rom-coms are not for me, man. I don't want to do this. And so I was like, okay, fair, Jeff. We'll put a pin in it. So we're back to MG. We're doing a light horror, hilarious horror. NJ gave me the words gothic comedy, which I'm now sort of obsessed with. So I'm working on that.
gothic comedy. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Want to welcome everyone into the very lively chat today. NJ, I'm scrolling back and I'm going to mention people out of order, so please forgive me. NJ, welcome. Rosalinda, welcome. B Hatcher, always a pleasure to see you. B, welcome in today. Scrolling Aaron, welcome. Alyssa, welcome. Is it Alyssa or Elisa? The one S.
Elisa.
Okay, that's kind of I read it again and I was like, well, there's only one S. I bet it's Elisa. So Matalver, always a pleasure to have you with us. Um yeah, Iva, welcome. Emily, welcome. Kara, welcome. Shelly. Boy, so many of y'all. And Doug. Hey Doug. Strong Blade
Reed.
69.
That's Reed.
Okay, hello, Reed. Glad to have you with us today. Yeah, so many. I love it when people are get here early and ready to write, ready to connect with their community. It's what a
You
what a
better
it is.
you better tell him you were the one in the chat today. It
I
wasn't
did.
me, people. It's
Yeah,
Hank.
I was sitting at my desk last night, catching up on some work that I didn't get around to yesterday, and I said, I'm going to go ahead and create the sprints for tomorrow. And it was like 8 o'clock last night, so I had the sprints ready. And so this morning, I said, I'll just go ahead and post it over there. So I think it was NJ that was like, well, somebody's here early, and I mean, I was, but I wasn't. I wasn't just like anxiously waiting in the chat, but I did pop in to post links. So I
I
guess.
like though that I have the reputation of being the one who's early because
I
that's
know.
my
I'm like, I love that everybody's like, well, it's obviously Abby. We know it's not Doug.
hey, Doug is not here to defend himself, so
Well, he is in the chat. So,
technically.
yeah. Welcome,
I
Doug.
cannot use the chat, by the way, because I'm here like as a guest and I couldn't get in. So I can't like highlight people's comments. It won't let me join the chat. Doug is here and he's offended.
We love you, Doug, even if it doesn't seem like it sometimes.
This is what it's like having siblings, Doug.
Yeah. You know, as the youngest sibling in my family, and it's only my sister and I, and she's 15 months older than I am. I don't know what it's like to have a little brother to pick on until I met Doug. And now it's kind of fun.
And
I
and
get why
I
people love it.
I am the big sister, so this is the only role I've ever known.
Well, you definitely have big
So
sister energy. And,
thank you. Thank you.
we'll let that, people can make of that what they want. But
Yeah.
definitely big sister energy there. Well, guys, we got 10 seconds to go. I'm going to post the link to this sprint one more time in the chat in case you didn't see it. And then
All
at the top,
right.
under the title, you'll see a link for sprint number 2, and we'll use that link as we progress to the next one. See you guys in 20 minutes.
Peace.
All right, everybody. How did it go? Um, my screen here says I have a 0 word count change. But that's because I was mostly reading through early parts of my story and then flipping over my Dabble project and making some notes of some things I'm going to change later. The ending, I still have a couple things to rewrite, but it's, mostly, this is the, part of the final polish editing that I'm doing. Let's see how you all did. Abby, how'd you do? Abby? I think Abby is lost somewhere. Let's see. Susan, 292 words. Um, Susan, 306. Aaron, 108. Shelly, 488. Strong Blade, 355. Doug with 718. B, 622. Matalver, only 207. Most of my time was spent panicking over my newly discovered plot hole. I feel you, Matalver. That's one reason that I'm doing these pass through reads of mine and taking notes over my Dabble project, because I haven't really discovered any big plot holes, but I have found some things that I want to tighten up. And um, Abby is saying that she can't hear me. Can everyone else hear me? Anybody? Doug, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, great. So, Abby, it's apparently just you. I'm going to copy out my words from here, and I'm going to go to word sprint number 2. I'm going to paste those in. I'm going to copy the link for this sprint and put it in the chat in case anybody's looking. Rosalinda 227 trying to fix a scene. I understood. NJ, I ran off on a side quest, an intense scene just popped into my head, so I had to write it down. Same thing with me, NJ. It wasn't a whole scene, but I did think of a couple of things that I wanted to add later in the story that would kind of reference back to earlier in the story. So I was flipping over to my Dabble project and making some notes there. B
Hey,
says,
can you hear me?
"Oh, there you are, Abby. Can you hear me?
I can. I don't have my buds in. I think it was my buds.
Oh, maybe they died. Maybe the batteries died.
I
That kind of
guess. I don't
stinks."
know.
Okay, Matalver, yes. Thank you for everyone saying that they could hear me. Emily Blue 170 kind of lost in some organizational stuff, and that's perfectly fine. That's we tend to think of writing as sitting down at the keyboard and adding new words, and sometimes some of my best writing time is when I'm walking my dog in the afternoon, especially if the sun is shining and it just, all the vitamin D, my skin is absorbing the vitamin D and my brain, is just working overtime. And then I come back to my keyboard and I write down those ideas I had. Or if I'm afraid that I'm going to lose them, I'll pop out my phone and make a voice note or, type out something with my thumbs. And yeah, so writing time is not always at the keyboard adding new words. Sometimes it's walking the dog and just letting your brain, run through story scenarios. Are you that way, Abby? Do you, you know, get occupied with something else and let the story kind of tumble around in your brain?
I think about it 24/7. I'm not going to lie. But also, shower time tends to be a good time. Like when you can't like write on paper or use electronics, that's when my
Yeah.
brain decides to kick it into high gear. Although I once gave a girlfriend of mine, Sheila, for her birthday, because she'd always have the best shower ideas.
Yeah.
It was shower paper with a certain pencil that worked when it was wet. It was
I,
kind of
I was
cool.
I was about to say that I interviewed a writer one time, and I can't remember who it was, but she has one of those. It's got a suction cup that sticks
Yeah.
to the back wall of the shower, and it's like a grease pencil or something like that, and she juices.
All right.
Okay,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
See you in 20. And we all know what that beeping means. One more writing sprint under our belts. Again, I did a lot of work outside of the sprint over in my Dabble project. Things are moving right along. I'm getting ready to polish this sucker up. How about you, Abby? How's it going? Wait, you're muted, Abby. Oh, you're you're still muted.
You
There
stop,
you are.
because I keep unmuting myself and then you keep muting me. I think we're pushing it at the same time.
Well, I tried to unmute you, and it said
Oh,
that I couldn't unmute you because you had muted you.
I
I,
know we're crossed odds. I ended up, I made a bunch of templates. So
yeah,
I did one for Jenny Nash's Blueprint for a Book, which I know you're interviewing her very soon on the
very
podcast.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I made one template for that, and I've been working my way through it. And then I've been trying to figure out some character templates, so I can go in and fill out not all of it, just the parts I need to know to get started, you know. So that's kind of where I am right now.
I'm looking at my calendar trying to figure out exactly when Jenny Nash is. Um well, that's not it. Um is it next Tuesday or
I think it's coming up. Let me check in the
no?
community. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm for whatever reason I can't see it right now. But anyway, did everyone else have a productive time that time? Let's see what everyone is saying in the chat. Matalver, I mean, we could, okay, that's obviously a conversation I was not privy to in the beginning. Kara with 300 words on that last sprint. YouTube keeps freezing up on me. Well, that stinks. Hopefully it gets better for you. B588, this time Shelly with 572, Rosalinda with 144. This stupid scene. You know, I feel your pain, Rosalinda. I do. Emily says, goodness, nothing happened today. Trying to take it with ease, but it's frustrating. Yeah. So sometimes I have days like that too, where, I just need to go out, have a walk or something and see if I can unstick it. Or uh, sometimes I've noticed that when the story's not flowing, there's usually a reason for that. And it's because I either need to um, take care of something that's more on my mind than that, or um, give myself a break or something like that. Matalver 158 that time called the husband for some brainstorming. I think we figured out a solution. That was going to be the next thing. Is sometimes I need to bring in another person and just talk it out. NJ, my side quest is still going. Awesome. Um, Oh, Emily said, I've been poking about everyone's April goals in the cafe, wondering if it's too late to post some to keep me going. Absolutely not. Every day is a good day to put yourself out there and to ask for support from the community. That's what the community's there for. That's never too late.
Heck
Never
yeah.
too late. Until the day that you draw your final breath, still write some words. Oh man. I'm gonna take my words out of here and copy them into the next sprint, which begins in 1 minute. I'll go ahead and copy and paste that link into the chat. It's also at the top of the screen of Writing Sprint 2.
So you've got 50 seconds for me to tell you. I went into ChatGTP and asked it what structure was the best to use for a middle grade mystery. I've just wanted it to give me the structure, and it spent 28 minutes in deep research, reading all these middle grade books, comparing them, looking for the humor, looking for the mystery, looking for all the pieces. And then it compiled the structure that it thought I might be able to use best, with all these like annotations and where it got the information and explaining itself. And it was like part save the cat, part this. I was like, so I'm gonna go read that right now.
That sounds amazing. And sometimes Chat GPT isn't the best information, but it definitely will get the gears turning and at least let you take a fresh look at any work that you're doing. So anyway, see you guys in 20.
Good luck, everybody.
And that was our sprint number 3. I hope it went well for everyone. I got 298 new words that time.
Whoa, I thought you were revising there.
Well, I was, but I deleted some and I added some, and I had some written over in my Dabble project, and I pasted them over, and all kind of black magic going on there. Oh, Doug got pulled away, but he joined us for the last sprint. So happy. That 2,033 words in total. Way to go, Doug.
Nice.
Rosalinda 192, Shelley with 617. Amazing job, everybody.
B, 586.
Boom, for a total of 1796.
Nice. Reed 521. B 586. Oh no, we already said B.
Yeah.
Sometimes the chat moves and I like lose track of where I am.
Same. I do the same thing. So what you got coming up, Abby?
Tomorrow we have a live coffee hour in the community. It is not on YouTube, so you will not find the link in the YouTube channel because it's not recorded. But tomorrow, I believe it's at noon Eastern time. You can find that in the community. Let me see. I might be able to really quick put. I was having a hard time putting links in the chat.
Yeah.
So just come over to the W community, the Storycraft Cafe, and you can find us there. It's in the upcoming events tab. It'll actually be the one at the top, pinned at the top. So you guys can come and join me. We'll be able to see each other's lovely faces, hear each other's lovely voices. It'll be a good time.
Next Wednesday, you've got an Ask Me Anything with a literary agent.
I do. I have a literary agent from Stone Song, Alyssa Jeanette. She is coming. So you can put your questions in the community. You can email them to me. You can, direct message me any questions you might have. And we'll make sure, even if you can't come to that event, that one is recorded. It is on YouTube. So you will be able to see the replay. So if you can't come, we can still get your questions answered. Just funnel them my way and I'll make sure that they get in front of the agent. So that one should be pretty fun. And even if you don't plan on pitching agents, if you just have questions about the current publishing market, she's a fantastic person to ask them. So even if you're indie and you have a question about the market, bring it to her, because I specifically chose her because she does both kids and adult fiction.
Amazing.
She also takes illustrators. So that's like, my kids play that game. It's like 2, 3, 1. I don't know what they do with their fingers. She does it all.
I love it. And then on Thursday, you, Doug, and I are doing our premium office hours.
Right.
And then you and I are working on some stuff behind the scenes, some content that folks are going to love. We've got a short story challenge that we're working on, which kind of takes the challenge that we ran last month, builds on that, and something that you can do on your own time over and over again. And it's going to be so much fun. And hashtag Indie Summer is in the works in the background. So there'll be more about that. And then we've got several interviews coming up with book coaches that I'm excited about. So if you've ever wondered about the world of book coaches and having someone help you bring out your best story, we're going to have lots of information there. So stay tuned. Go over to storycraft.cafe. Do we have a new URL?
Not yet.
So but that's something else.
It's coming.
Storycraft.cafe. You can stay abreast of everything coming up. Abby, thanks for joining me today. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you, everybody out there in internet world. We'll see you guys later. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.